What's good, YouTube, man? It's your girl, Trish.
And NikkiNicole.
And we're back with another video, man. This time, we done took another road trip. And this time, we decided to come to San Antonio, Texas. And just view the city, man. Take a walk on the RIVERWALK. And just see what the city, what all they got. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us on Instagram at NikkiNicole_TRISHTV. And show us some love, man. And stay tuned for more of the video, man. Peace. Hello. Hey, Noni. Hey. Okay. His costume.
Straight ahead, we have the Hyatt Regency Hotel.
So we done got to the RIVERWALK, guys. Let's see. How you like it?
Nice.
It's
I love
real
it.
nice.
It's nice.
It's real nice. I like it. But we about to find us something to eat, and then we're gonna enjoy the rest of this trip. So y'all stay tuned. What's good, y'all? We back. We finally found somewhere to eat, so we decided to come to Joe's Crab Shack.
Yes.
And so far, we came to Joe's Crab Shack, so we about to get us some crab legs. You know, we gotta have our seafood. So we just got here. We ain't seen really too much yet. You know, we just got to the RIVERWALK, so we about to enjoy the view. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all our view, you know, once we stop rolling the camera. But
It's beautiful.
it's pretty right so far. It's giving me like that Rome Italian vibe, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a good thing to do, little getaway for Halloween. So we here, man. So y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, show us some love. Don't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? We'll be back. So stay tuned. Peace.
We're gonna sing happy birthday backwards, and if we mess up, we cover the tab. Now, if you know how to do this, join us in the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. What's good, guys, man? I almost forgot to turn the camera on, man, and show y'all guys that we got our food. But we got us some snow crabs, some potatoes, some corn, and everything. I'm gonna show y'all a better video after this. But y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe, and comment. This just the first stop for us, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Tell your friends to join the family, man. And stay tuned for more videos. Peace. We just got done with Joe's Crab Shack, and we about to just walk around a little bit. The food was wonderful. The drinks was great. So right now we just about to go get baby a shot of something, and then we're gonna see what else San Antonio has to offer. So stay tuned. Hey. Woo. Michael Myers. That boy look clean in the dark.
Look at all this traffic on the Riverwalk. It's a lot of traffic. It's a lot of traffic. We was down here earlier. It wasn't that much traffic. Everybody out, trick or treat. Let's go.
What's good, y'all? We're back, man. We're finally getting us something to eat. We've been waiting in this McDonald's line for an hour and some change. I've never waited that long in a McDonald's line, ever. So, y'all stay tuned.
What's up, YouTube? It's NikkiNicole back at it again. This morning I'm doing a bed bug prank on Trish. She's picky about her hotel. She checks the beds and all that stuff. But it's a good hotel. But I still want to do this prank on her. So you guys stay tuned.
What?
There's something over there.
Where? Where?
Oh, look, I crawled a little bit.
Well, that'll be the same bug I'm talking about then.
Oh, it's little.
Little? Where you got it? Okay, let me get my light. Let me get my light. Jesus.
I'm sorry. I like this like a bear bug.
You a liar, kid. Don't say that shit. Where?
About a wood piece, baby. But it was on the bed.
Whatever it is, the food.
And then-
On the wood?
No, it was on the bed crawling towards like this part.
Okay, let me see. We gotta clean it out. This all type of shit.
Okay, well, I don't want to look too much.
I'm prepared now. Whatever it is, it must be flew down at this thing. I want to see one.
All right, baby. I'm gonna bring them out.
I don't see nothing. Oh, you should
The
have.
fuck is this black thing?
Can you
Let me get
stop
some
playing?
tissue.
Can you stop playing?
God.
Stop playing, dude.
It's a prank, baby.
Oh, you better stop playing. You better whoop pop the shit out your ass. Help me tie this damn bed up and shit.
It's a prank, guys.
What? I was finna go crazy. You play too motherfucking much.
My first prank.
I was finna
It wasn't much, but it was something.
I was finna beat your fuck ass. I was like, what the fuck? You told me to get a piece of tissue.
How did it feel? She was finna be freaking out, y'all.
Whoop her motherfucking ass and get her out of here.
Gonna go home and tear the whole house up, washing everything, throwing shit out.
Got me itching and shit.
Paranoid.
Shit bought me nothing, man.
You guys stay tuned. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow our Instagram and Facebook, NikkiNicole TRISHTV. Why she do me like this? Holding my shirt.
What's good, y'all? We back. We just got to IHOP. It's a 10 to 15 minute wait, so we just gonna be browsing for a little bit, take some pictures. Look at Bae. What's good, y'all? Yeah, we're just enjoying ourselves a little bit, so y'all stay tuned.
Is it down here? Baby went and got some hot Cheetos and cheese. Look at this, y'all. And guess how much they charged her for it?
$10.
$10 for a $1 bag of chips and some cheese. That's crazy. But y'all stay tuned, man. We about to get into this boat ride. Peace. What's good, YouTube? We back. We finally finna go on our Go Rio boat ride out here in San Antonio. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get some clips.
I'm gonna be your captain today. Stop a couple of safety announcements. I gotta get out of the way real quick and we'll get started. First thing is, there's lots of lug bridges here, guys, so I need everyone to remain seated the whole time. Keep everything inside the railing, and of course, there is no smoking or vaping. But trust me, guys, the police are enforcing the new law. It's about a $250 fine. Now, notice the stone walkway bridge in front of us. That's the famous Selena's Bridge, where Jennifer Lopez filmed the scene of the movie Selena in the mid-90s. This is also where Selena herself got engaged. So today, it's simply known as Selena's Bridge. Now, we're going to be on the boat right around a half an hour. We're going to go more than 2 miles around the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk is simply the developed portion of the all-natural San Antonio River. The river is thousands of years old. So there's a lot of history here. But also, guys, really cool features. I'm sure you know we're also famous for restaurants and bars and shops. And we'll see a lot of that. But also, like I mentioned, some really cool features that you probably didn't know to look for. First thing I want to show you is the optical illusion we're going to see on the left side of the boat once we get up from underneath the iron bridge. So if you'd like to see it, all you have to do is look up and look left. You will see what looks like a freestanding wall. So again, look up and look left. And this building is actually in the shape of a triangle. It looks like a wall. Built in 1930, one of the most interesting buildings here. Now, we have plenty of restaurants. Hard Rock Cafe, Joe's Crab Shack, Bubba Gump, the County Line, and Paisano's here on the right, the wonderful Italian food. There's also a Harley Davidson store, a Ben and Jerry's, and Landry Steak and Seafood is here on the left. Every year, folks, there are millions of visitors here, so we have a lot of hotels. That's the Hyatt Regency right in front of us. Directly on the other side is the Alamo. So if you guys want to see the Alamo, walk right through the lobby of the Hyatt. You'll end up in Alamo Plaza. Now the river, folks, again, is all natural. Been here for thousands of years. Where does all the water come from, though? Well, it actually comes from underground. There's an aquifer called the Edwards Aquifer. That's what supplies the river with all its water. Now coming up, more restaurants. This is an area known as River Square, and many people say it's got the best restaurants and bars on the river. So definitely visit here, guys. People come here for the steaks, the burgers, the enchiladas, the fajitas, the margaritas, the micheladas, and many other dishes and drinks too. So look around. Plenty of outdoor dining. Indoor dining is also available. The RIVERWALK was actually designed by an architect. In fact, his office was in that building there on the right. His name was Robert Hudman. There's a small bust of Mr. Hudman on the right just before the bridge. Construction on the RIVERWALk began in 1939, officially opened in 1931. When it opened, it was only 30 miles long. Today, the RIVERWALk is 15 miles long. The very first restaurant to enter is just here on the right. Now, over the years, the RIVERWALK has experienced lots of changes. So, in addition to the all-natural river, there are also now 2 man-made sections, and this is one of them here we just turned into, very appropriately called the man-made section. I was added to the RIVERWALK in 1968. That's the year San Antonio hosted the World's Fair. The World's Fair was known as the Hemisphere and took place at the end of this section in Hemisphere Park. So we built this to connect the World's Fair to the rest of the RIVERWALK. Now one question about the river I'm asked a whole lot is, how deep is the river? On average, about 4 feet deep. That includes this section here. Only place it changes is in the flood channel, which we'll go through later. The flood channel is about 10 to 12 feet deep. But everywhere else, right around 4. Now take a look right in front of us. You see the building there with the word Marriott in red at the top? Well, that's a hotel called the Marriott River Center. It's also one of the hotels here that has a Guinness Book of World Record, completed in 1988. See guys, in the early 80s, Marriott wanted to build their new hotel there. There was only one problem. There was already a hotel there. It was known as the Fairmont. It was built in 1906. It was historic, and Marriott was not allowed to tear it down. So Marriott hired some engineers. The engineers decided to move the Fairmont. So in 1986, they lifted up the building, they put it on some trucks, and they drove it to an empty lot 4 blocks south of here. Earned a Guinness record, because at the time, it was the largest city building ever moved on pneumatic tires. And that is how the River Center got built. By the way, the Fairmont is still standing and still in business today. Now, another interesting building here is called the Tower of the Americas building. You see the tower building in front of us, the one with the big antenna sticking out of the top? We built this as the central attraction of the World's Fair in 1968. If you're interested, I would go to the top. There's an observation deck up there. And if you're hungry, there's also a restaurant. Now the restaurant is actually on a motorized floor. So if you decide to eat while you're eating, you're turning 360 degrees. If you're not hungry though, there is an observation deck. So if you just want to see the views, You do not have to stop at the restaurant. But definitely check it out, guys. The views are incredible. But that is the tallest building in the city. Alrighty, now in 1988, they finished the Marriott River Center. They also built the second largest shopping mall in the city. And you'll see it as soon as we round the bend here. It'll be right in front of the building. So take a look, there's also more restaurants and bars too. There it is, the Shops at River Center. Now that mall is 1 million square feet, guys. It's the second largest mall in the city. They just added a Legoland Playland store, and they're also building an aquarium here, which hopefully will be open very soon. Like many other malls, there's a food court on the first floor, but the other floors are all devoted to shopping. There's jewelry stores, hat stores, clothing stores, shoe stores, gift stores. So lots of choices. Certainly if you have any shopping you want to do, I would definitely recommend it. You see the tree right in front of the boat? You guys see the fruit hanging down? Those are oranges, even though they haven't turned orange yet. But they will in the next few weeks. So that's our Texas orange tree right above it. Now this is not the only one. There's also a lemon tree right on the other side of the walkway bridge. Folks, we make a lot of margaritas down here. Need a good supply of lemon juice. So look up. If you'd like, you'll see the lemons right above it. Well, that is the Shops at River Center, guys. We're going to get out of here, though. Back into the man-made section and head to the all-natural San Antonio River. Now, on the right side of the boat, once we get past this bridge, you'll see the statue of the gentleman we're named after, St. Anthony de Padua. St. Anthony was a priest, and he lived in Lisbon, Portugal in the 12th century. He's having a baby because St. Anthony is the patron saint of children and the patron saint of all lost things. The reason we are named for St. Anthony, folks, is because the first Catholic Mass to take place in this area was performed on the river. And it was performed on the feast day of St. Anthony in 1691. So because of that event, we got the name San Antonio. The river is thousands of years old, much older than the city, and many different civilizations and cultures helped settle it. In the early 1800s, a large German population arrived, and they built a church on the right. The German Catholic Church called St. Joseph, built in 1868, so it's over 150 years old now. So lots of influences: Mexican, Spanish, Native American, English, Scottish, Irish, and the list goes on. Now notice this hotel coming into view on the left side of the boat. You'll see a sign for it. The Hilton Palacio del Rio, or River Palace. This hotel also earned a Guinness record in 1968, as it only took 7 months to build the 500-room hotel. And what they did was, first of all, build an assembly line. You need the assembly line to build and finish every room in the hotel. When the room arrived, it already had beds, carpet, dresser, lights, lamps, everything was already done. And we're going to take a left here, and you'll see the hotel right in front of the boat. Notice how every room in the building is in the shape of a box. Well, each box traveled down the assembly line, got the furniture and the finishes done, so once it arrived, only thing left to do was lift the box in place with a crane, and then you start stacking the boxes. Before you can do that, though, you have to have a foundation. The first 4 floors of the building are its foundation, so those floors were built first, along with the elevator shafts that separate the 2 groups of boxes. Everything else you see, though, came from the assembly line. That's how they finished the hotel in only 7 months. So another very unique building here. Pretty amazing feat of engineering, too. Now, San Antonio's very first neighborhood is called La Villita. You'll see it right there on the left. It means little village. This is where the river was discovered by the Native American tribe known as the Yaya Indians. Today it's an arts district. Amazing boutique shops are here, along with restaurants and bars, so definitely take a look. We also have our own open-air theater here. This is Arneson River Theater. There's a stage here on the right, and above it, 5 bells. San Antonio is known as Mission City because of the 5 missions here, including the Alamo. We use this for concerts, plays, holiday celebrations, and also weddings. So if you ever get a chance to come see a show, folks, make sure you do it. It's a lot of fun. Now, our city is also known for its history in the cattle industry. So on the right, there's a big bronze sculpture of a cattleman. Also notice, guys, we are surrounded by big, beautiful cypress trees. Most of the trees are cypress. Their average age is anywhere between 100 and 150 years old. So we take very good care of them. Now earlier, I talked about the first Catholic Mass in this area performed on the feast day of St. Anthony. It's Father Damien Massonet who performed the Mass. And we have a sculpture in his honor that you'll see on the right called Father Massenet's Table. Now notice how the sculpture is on an island with a cypress tree growing out of it. This is Marriage Island because every year there's over 200 marriage ceremonies next to the cypress tree. The roots of the tree form the island over many decades and form the island almost in the shape of a heart. So we call it Marriage Island today. I've seen as many as 4 marriages there in a single day. Now, the buildings you see on the right, these are hotels. The Westin Hotel, and then the Homewood Suites. But take a look at this building on the left. See the tall building with the American flag at the top? One of the most unique buildings in the city. It's an office building called the Tower Life Building. Now, if you look at the top, you guys see the gargoyles sticking out? This building was built in 1929 by the Young Brothers. The Young Brothers were very superstitious. They wanted to protect their building from evil spirits. That's why you see the gargoyles up there. Now look at what they did on the side of the building. Right beneath the second floor windows, you see all the faces looking at us? Well, the Young Brothers believed the faces would also scare evil spirits away. Like I mentioned, though, the building opened in 1929, and that's the year the stock market crashed and the Great Depression began. Once that took place, the owners lost their money and had to sell the building. They paid $3 million to build it, guys. They sold it for only $300,000.
嗯，
Now, in front of us, we have the courthouse. That's the red sandstone building with the green roof on it. It's called the Dare County Courthouse. Built in 1896, it's the longest active running courthouse in Texas. Now, we're going to take a right. However, the Riverwalk, guys, does not end here. The Riverwalk does continue down the left side of the boat, which is south, and the Riverwalk goes for another 10 miles. That's also the direction you take to see the mission. The only mission downtown is the Alamo, so the other 4 are located south of the city. Now, the channel we turned into is known as the flood channel. This is the only other man-made portion of the Riverwalk. The flood channel is very important. It works along with a system of floodgates located at various spots along the river, which is why this river never floods. The water level is always constant. And like I mentioned, flooding is not an issue here, and it's not something we ever worry about. So thank goodness for the flood channel and the flood gates, because they keep us very well protected. Alright, I want to show you all the oldest tree on the river. Take a look at the cypress tree next to the lamppost right in front of the boat. Guys, this tree is now believed to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 to 400 years old. Called the Ben Milam tree. Ben Milam was an early Texas pioneer, and he fought in the war against Mexico for Texas independence. Unfortunately, he was killed in the war, though, by a sniper in the Mexican army in 1835. Turns out the sniper was right at the top of that tree. So we call it the Ben Milam tree today. 1836 is when Texas gained its independence from Mexico by defeating Santa Anna's army at the Battle of San Jacinto. The battle lasted only 18 minutes. Now, along the way, guys, I'm sure you probably noticed the Christmas lights. We are getting ready for the Christmas season. Lights aren't finished yet, and they won't turn on until the day after Thanksgiving. They'll then be on every night until the first week of January. So come see us if you'd like. It's actually one of the most beautiful times of the year to be here on the river. So definitely check us out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once we get out from underneath the bridge here, we are going to be right back where we started at the Aztec Theater. So I want to say thank you for coming out today, and I do appreciate your time and attention as well. While we're getting back, please look around you. Make sure you have all your belongings with you so you don't leave anything on the boat. Also, folks, please remain seated while I get us tied to the dock. Once we are secured, I'll let you know when it's okay to stand up and walk off.
We just finished our boat ride, guys. It was a great boat ride. It was beautiful. Yes. We're thinking about coming back for Christmas so we can just see the lights. But this will be the end of the vlog, man. I hope y'all guys enjoy our trip to San Antonio. Like, subscribe, comment, and show us some love on the channel, man. Follow us on Instagram at NikkiNicole_TRISHTV and show us some love, man. But y'all already know what time it is. We up out of here, man. Peace.